All right, and we are back with the business, and we are gonna be doing some Tetris attack. Give me 1 second to. I'm gonna have to do that, and we're gonna. I guess you probably still hear the switch. There we go.
Wow, imagine playing games with your parents.
I know, right? Didn't
Imagine
Pokemon Unite
having
charge people $40
imagine
for
having
Charter
parents
Extreme?
that don't suck.
It's. I'm sorry.
Oh, shut up. I think it's adorable that you have a relationship with your folks.
I'm gonna say they're wonderful. Is Dandy going into VR? No. I'm
No,
pulling
this
out
is Tetris. He is doing Tetris Effect.
So give me a second, because there's a few things I'm gonna have to change for this. And should we keep the paper? You know what? I'm gonna switch out the PNG tubers.
No, bitch, keep them up.
But the paper aesthetic is so. You know what? Fine, we'll keep them. We'll keep them. He says to keep them, so we'll keep them. Now what I do have to do is update the stream. And I think I just made Tetris Effect crash. Hold on. This is a very finicky game when you alt tab out of it. Or it's just totally fine.
I love that everyone cumulatively just jumped on you a little bit.
For what? Maybe Mario X Rabbids is a good option. I liked the game, but it's glitchy as hell. Like, should not have been released levels of glitchy. At least Sparks of Hope.
The second one's good.
I think that is Sparks of Hope. Also, quick question, y'all. How is the bit rate? Because
it's fine.
So I'm going to. Good. Okay. Well, I have a feeling that's going to not be the case. So, actually.
Are you gonna stream your game to me, dumb fuck, or am I just gonna comment from out here in the gay zone?
Here you go.
Hooray.
You have now been transported to the straight zone. Are you happy?
I mean, that means I'm gonna be the one knocking you up, so.
No.
I think your response was a little bit weak for that. What in the fuck is this?
So this is Tetris Effect, and there's a bunch of different levels and stages, and we're going to be playing through all of them. There's a theater mode? Yes, there is a theater mode, because this is a wonderful game to just pop into VR and just watch. And y'all are about to find out why.
It's Tetris. It can't be that interesting.
All right, give me a sec to warm up here.
It's Tetris. All right. Oh, right. You're good at this by default because you're autistic. Fuck you, man.
This is unfortunate. That's fine. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just do that for now. Like I said, I got to warm up a little bit.
What? I'm upset. What the fuck am I looking at?
Tetris.
Isn't Tetris supposed to have like catchy music or?
No, not this one.
It's like taking away the only redeemable part of Tetris.
Also, yeah, if that bit rate gets crunchy, let me know, guys. I'll have to tone down.
Dude, I don't think you have anything to worry about. It's Tetris, not Vampire Survivors. Oh, okay.
What?
I see. I see. Okay, that's why people probably like it. Okay.
Also, in case you didn't notice, every movement you do, the little sound effects play into the music.
No, actually, I had to mute the volume on the stream that you're sending to me because it's actually bit crushed audio noise that was ear raping the shit out of me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I checked the stream to confirm that everyone's not hearing what I am, and thank God. No, keep going. I don't give a fuck. It's Tetris, dude. You're not going to involve me in it. But like I was worried that everyone was getting their ears absolutely annihilated. I was kind of scared.
What is wrong with me that I did that?
You guys don't understand. Okay, Dandy, can we like dispel a little bit of the fucking like rumors? Because people are like, be nice. Like they think that I'm actually like.
Oh no, Ice is an absolute sweetheart. Like when we're not like on stream, the rizzing or not rizzing, the razzing, very important vowel there, is total bit.
He
regardless
likes
of
being,
what he might say.
He likes being bullied. And he has always kind of liked the idea of me bullying him a little bit. And I used to be a bully. So we teasingly go back and forth with that as a bit. But if anyone was to actually like unironically try and hurt his feelings or insult him in a sincere way, they would hear sounds outside of their door and they'd open their door up and I would be there.
Say, on stream, it's like I like the playful like teasing and stuff because it's like it gets the blood pumping in a way of like, oh, I'm gonna like, you know, I'm not standing for that. And then like it riles me up and gets the funny ha-has out of me, basically.
Yeah. But in reality, the teasing and like giving Dandy a hard time thing, that is a bit. Sometimes it's not a bit. Sometimes I do give him genuine shit.
You should be giving me shit right now. I am playing so fucking atrociously.
I can't get past level 3 of Tetris, okay? There's no conceivable way. You know what? I'm gonna try and see what you're twerking out about so much.
You gonna play this too or something?
I am going to play this too. There is a Tetris Effect VR chat world.
Tetris Effect VR chat world? The game itself has a VR mode.
Well, good.
Fuck's sake, can I get... Thank God I got that piece. What I like about this Tetris is it's just... I've heard some people say about this one that's like, oh, it's not super nice to the competitive crowd. Bitch, it's not for you. It's for us casuals that enjoy like a little bit of like interesting bits to our Tetris beyond like the meta. Yes, there's a meta for Tetris and
There
shit.
is not a meta for Tetris, is there?
There is, of like the best like ways to arrange the pieces for like maximum pointage or whatever. I don't know. The grandmasters of Tetris they're usually very cool people. They're very nice. I've not seen like a single like person who's like rude or mean in the that is ranked as a Tetris grandmaster. They're usually pretty cool, but it's something, all right. Yeah, if anyone wants to look up some insane Tetris like gameplay, look up Tetris Grandmaster. That's the actual name given to the rank of the people who are insanely good at it. Have you ever tried Tetris 99? I did, and what's funny about that, I could never, for whatever reason, I never once was the victor. It was always, I always came so close. Like, I got second place one time, but just some of the people that played that, I was just like, okay, I'm decent. Those people are on a whole other level that I do not want to aspire to.
Tetris. I'm sorry, like, I don't understand how people get this worked up about Tetris, dude.
It's just, I don't know, it's just fun, man. Look at all the jellyfish. Okay, thank you. I'm back to a point where I can actually start building my board instead of like being just clock 5 ways to Sunday. And I have not doing it. That's actually that. Fuck that right in there.
How are you so good at this?
I don't know. It just, the shapes all just totally, it's just like a vibe. Like, this is relaxing for me. It's just, one of my favorite things about Tetris is how, for me, I can kind of turn my brain off and stuff
Isn't
just
this
kind of
like a
starts
game where
flowing.
you're supposed to like be actively really using your brain?
Yeah, but for whatever reason, my brain can shut off while I'm playing it and just kind of vibe with it. Because I think someone said something about that in chat just now, but I cannot read the full thing.
I shall do it for you.
Yay. The reason it's called Tetris Effect.
The reason this is called
Yeah.
Tetris Effect is because it's based on a scientific theory and study called the Tetris Effect, and how playing the Tetris games can actually rewire people's thought patterns and even help memory problems.
It does something primal to like your brain that I can't begin to put into words. But it tickles the good brain juices. That's the best way I can put it. I guess I did just put it into words there, didn't I?
You literally just did, yes. Wow, look at you go.
Say, I also really enjoyed Puyo Puyo Tetris, which people have opinions about it. My opinion was I enjoyed it for what it was.
Wait, Puyo Puyo Pop, or is
Yeah,
that something else?
so there was a Puyo Pop game that was fused with Tetris, and there was a mode where you could even play Puyo Pop and Tetris on the same board.
Puyotris.
Yeah, it got weird, and the story was even weirder because it was all, because, you know, there's a Puyo Pop characters, but then they also made Tetris characters that were named after the pieces, the Tetraminos. Thing is, this is gonna get rough. couple parts, and I am trying to make sure that I am ready for when the game starts getting harder. Because my challenge to myself is to not get a single game over and to do all of this in one go.
What's this?
The campaign mode, the entire thing, in one go.
Is this the campaign mode?
Yes. Where it takes you through basically each stage.
What you're gonna lose?
Nope, that's this. There we go. A deck of Hexatris. Let's fucking go, baby. So that is something they added for this, where you get to go into the zone if you trigger it, and basically your goal is to get as many line clears as possible before you hit the top of the screen.
What the fuck is a deck? What?
A deck of Hexatris. It's 16 lines cleared.
Guys, I'm not autistic. Help. Tasukete kure.
But apparently this whole game was designed to be played in VR, and so that's why they made it so elaborate with its effects.
It's made to make you vomit.
The thing is that some of these like maps and these vibes, like I'll just put it on in VR, like not even like, you know, playing the Tetris, they just have it as like an environment to watch, and it is oddly relaxing.
But yeah, have there been any games that you've been thinking of playing? Not even on stream, but just like in general.
I mean, I've been eyeing Super Princess Peach for like ever, and I don't know if that's one that we're ever going to get to on stream, but it just seems like just a really fun experience.
I've had like a challenge that I've wanted to kind of do for myself.
What would that be?
Well, let's see how well you know me. What is the genre of game that I'm
Open
weirdly
world
passionate?
survival craft.
Yes. There is
Even have to finish the sentence.
there is one open world survival craft game that actually kicked my ass and I stopped playing it.
Green Hell?
Yes, and I've been debating on being like, I'm not letting this fucker beat me, and like, because people are like, it's one of those games where like the immersive elements of it are so deeply satisfying once you get into it. So I've been thinking about giving that a go. I also was thinking of going back into V Rising, because they got the Castlevania collab stuff, and I think it would be amusing running around as like Vlad Tepes or Dracula or Soma Cruz. They added in like an entire Castlevania DLC pack with like, you can make your character look like Soma Cruz, Shinoa, or Alucard now, and you could always kind of make them look like Dracula by default.
So like, is Konami whoring themselves out to just about anyone these days? I'd say that.
I think the issue is that there's more love for Konami from the fans than there is from Konami. They lost their way because of their involvement with the Yakuza and
Pachinko machines.
Pachinko. So, but it's just such a fun game, and being able to play that with friends is incredibly addictive because it's not like your normal open world survival craft. You're building your own vampire castle. Like, you're building your own Castlevania, basically, in this open world that you have to interact with the civilians of and shit like that.
That actually does sound cool.
And, like, you have to avoid the sunlight, so the shadows and the time of day are very important to your survival. Then there are human settlements where, like, the villagers have garlic and shit like that outside their homes, and that repels you and, like, does damage over time. But like, there's the whole kind of concept behind it is it's very much like Terraria, where the gameplay loop of Terraria is simple but addictive. What do you do in Terraria?
You go out, gather shit, bring it back to base, upgrade
Build,
stuff, go
fight a cool boss, unlock the next stage of shit.
Yeah.
So in V Rising, it's very similar, but every time you kick the shit out of a boss, you gain a new ability. And that new ability is usually very important. It's either a new special attack type, a new weapon art, or a new transformation. So you could like one of the first ones you learn is how to transform into a wolf. And then eventually you learn how to transform into mist. You could transform into a human, which lets you kind of walk around as a sweet old lady, and humans don't realize you're a vampire when you're in that form.
That's...
I don't remember if there's a form like the Flea Man, but I know there is in the Castlevania DLC, one of your forms is a Flea Man. I think there's like a dire bear form. There's a bunch of different spell effects, and there's multiple classes of magic that you can use. Every weapon is its own different class, so like there's swords, shields, scythes, great swords, pole arms, guns, bows. They all have their own hotbar, like MMORPG style hotbar movesets. So I've got like over 50 hours in that game, and it was fully addictive, and I wanted to wait until it had come out, and it's long since fully come out. So
hey, that sounds like a heck of a game to play then.
Other thing I've been thinking about playing is working on my Dead Rising file. I've already gotten up to level 12 and done my first restart.
Oh god damn.
I'm one of those guys that will fuck around in Dead Rising, die a few times, and then restart it, because I'm just getting my sea legs back after having like 200 hours in the original on Xbox. I love Dead Rising so much. It's one of those games I would love to stream with you if, like, it could be done a bit more immersively.
Yeah, I would genuinely love a chance to experience that game again, because, I played it, I'm terrible at it, and so I had, like, a very rough time playing it when I did it. So, I'd love to see it played by someone slightly more competent, and by slightly, I mean ungodly more competent at the game. So, I'm all for it.
I mean, the trick with Dead Rising isn't so much about your competence as it is your build and your equipment loadout. You are not going to be amazing when you just start out.
Yeah.
But from there, it's basically, all right, what do I do to cheese the system? Oh, do I pick up the sportsmanship book and just cheese it with sports skills? Do I make all the right serums and shit and just become godly early on? Do I fucking go to all of the very specific hard-to-reach parkour places that are easily accessible within the first few minutes and get the katana and the multiple submachine guns and just cheese my way to victory through that? Dead Rising is a game that's like a mall survival simulator, because back in the day, my friends and I used to play GURPS a lot, and one of our favorite things we would do is we would do a zombie apocalypse game where we would try to make ourselves, and we made a map of a mall, and we had several resource books that we could use to kind of find out what the stats for every random item in the world would basically be. Like, what would the damage of a fucking pipe be? Oh, it'd just be blunt. Be like your swing +1 blunt. You know, we could easily calculate what anything would be. And so we would do these weekends where we'd have pizza, Coke, or Pepsi, if we were bad. And then,
Hey, why is Pepsi the bad option?
I don't know. Adam had fucking weird parents. But we would basically sit there and do like zombie apocalypse survival in a mall. And we would see how long we could survive. Like if we made it through, like if we could make it through the whole weekend's play sessions. Because, like, we wouldn't try and kill each other. Like, you know, we just had the stats for the zombies and everything like that. Nothing really changed. And it became more of a matter of surviving on the maps and crap like that we would make. And it was fun. It was fun until, you know, death. But, you know, that's the fun part about GURPS. You're playing as, like, normal-ass dudes if you set it up in certain ways. So, I had fun. But that's why I like Dead Rising so much. Because it kind of tickles the dopamine itch of that same sort of thing.
Say, it definitely is a game that when I played it, I was like, this is unlike anything I've ever played.
It's also like, you know, you expect to have like a really pumping soundtrack, like, oh my god, this is gonna be awesome. Oh. And you're going in and it's like, well, shit. It's just mall music.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then the boss fights happen, and you're like, whoa.
The boss fights were always so rough.
Did you ever get to any of them, or did you die at the first psycho outside?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I did beat Dead Rising 2. I did get to like the end.
I'm not talking about Dead Rising 2, the easier one. I'm talking about Dead Rising, the one where they were still getting their sea legs.
Oh, I've not played Dead Rising 1. The 2 I did.
So, right after the first day, when you go back out into the central lot of the mall, there's some guys that are on a Jeep.
Uh-huh.
And they've got a fucking BAR on the back of it.
What's a BAR?
It's a fucking 50 caliber machine gun from World War II. I think it was a BAR. And they basically just mow you down in seconds, and that's how you get your first game over. So the trick is you have to kind of cheese it so you know how to beat them, and that's where people discover, oh, there's a katana hidden here, and there's infinite submachine guns if you just walk in and out of the screen over and over, and you basically just get your shit and go.
So, very important question. Is 50 cal a lot? As someone who is not very knowledgeable about guns.
So, do you know how I've described, like, my Sona Ice Wolf punching being equivalent? A light punch is like a 50 caliber round going off.
Uh-huh.
If I was to shoot you in the head with a 50 caliber round, you wouldn't have a head.
Got it. So it's a lot.
It is made to punch through tanks.
So it's a lot. Understood. My question has been sufficiently answered. Multiple times over.
Yeah. Like, if you shoot a car with a 50 caliber round, it will go in one end of the car and out the other.
God, I kind of want to see that happen now. Are there videos on YouTube of people doing that to cars? Just firing a... Oh my god, I'm gonna probably check that out after this stream then.
You don't want to see what the effects are against a ballistic dummy, because a 50 caliber round against a ballistic dummy explodes it. And that's like my... In a fighting game, that's my light punch.
That's a little OP.
That's the idea. It didn't used to be that way, but you know, after years and years, that's why my Sona beats the shit out of macros to defend cities.
Which is honestly such a cool concept, like a kaiju fighter. Like, I would love to see like an anime or something about that.
Oh yeah, there's one scene in Rambo 4 that is perfect, because Rambo is sitting, like, I don't know if you've ever seen the meme when of like Rambo giving like a double thumbs up and grinning. Yeah, that's edited from a scene where he's holding a 50 caliber round and he's mowing down dudes, and it's actually a realistic depiction of what it's like getting shot by a 50 caliber round.
Oh.
And it's like, it's literally blowing dudes' legs off at the knees, and there's just nothing left. It's pulping people. It's blowing their torsos in half and splitting them open. It's gruesome as fuck. Yeah. And these guys are just running into it because they were surprised by the fact that it was there. There's a reason why it is an anti-personnel weapon on the back of a fucking, you know, Humvee or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, if you were to
All
get
right.
shot with that, you would cease to exist.
Now that I have a chance to glance at chat, 50 cal is a half-inch diameter round. That's... Oh. That's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, I love this. The light bulbs. Oh, I love this feel.
But yeah, like, over the years, I've had to reasonably describe my character strength to people for either, you know, erotic or non-erotic reasons. And so I started using caliber of bullets.
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
And, like, hydraulic press information, because the only way that, like, my Sona can actually work out and get a good pump, or gains, God forbid, is by using hydraulics.
It's amazing how much science you have.
Ice Wolf lore dump.
You've put so much science into your Sona's design, which I genuinely love.
Well, because, like, if you really like muscles, then if someone's like, oh yeah, my character could do this and this and just casually lift up a car with one hand, it's like, no, he can't. Like, what do you mean he can't? Well, because the surface area of your hand is so small that if the entire weight of a vehicle was forced onto that one part, the vehicle would split in half. So you can't do that. What do you mean I can't do that? Like I just told you. You may physically be able to lift a car into the air with one hand, but if all of the weight of a car was like vertically suspended over just your hand, the car is going to rip in half.
Which, in and of itself, is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. Still impressive.
So, you know, like a 12-foot Ice Wolf, which is like my normal, but the highest end of my comfort size, I can, you know, gorilla press a car with no problem because that's 12 feet tall, my normal shoulder span. I should be, you know, I would be able to casually weightlift a car. But at that point, the car is also no longer really enough to get me any sort of results. So the only way I can get good results is if I have something that is applying force against me that I can fight with. So it stops being about, I lift up heavy thing, and it's more like, oh, this mechanical system was made to have a high PSI, and then I'm basically pumping weights with pneumatics. So yeah, not as sexy until you get to the point where, oh wow, your character's so strong it caused an hydraulic press to malfunction, which is hot. But like, it becomes more a matter of like, you know, now you can actually get statistics of how much this guy can actually lift because there's actual ways to calculate that. Not that I'm sitting here Neil deGrasse Tysoning that information, but I know that it's a lot more than you could put onto a steel bar. You know, if the bar ain't bending, then you're just pretending, but my character's gotten to the point where he's so strong I could bicep curl stuff that the strongest people could deadlift and bend bars to the point where they look like a letter C. So,
You know, I've always wondered of like how safe it is to bench press like weight when the bar is actually bending. I'm like, if that gives way and snaps, I feel like there's a huge risk for injury there.
yeah. But also, yes, Cyborg lifts those kinds of weights. You also see those exact kind of weight setups in Cyberpunk 2077, where they actually have that in 2077. The gyms in there, they're not lifting weights. They're pushing up against hydraulics.
Probably more efficient that way.
It's plausible. If your muscles are so strong because they've been augmented, that it is no purpose for you to lift, 50 pounds because you're not fatiguing anything.
Yeah. If you don't fatigue the muscle, then it's not going to grow. That's just basic science.
So, realistically, a normal person could, but then I had to work in the whole, werewolves regenerate, which means, your cells are regenerating faster than they can fatigue. So I had to be like, okay, I have to come up with something that can fatigue muscles so fast I can't heal past it. Which is also why he's so fucking big. Because, your muscles get big because they are recovering from injury. If you heal almost instantly from it, you get crazy good gains. Which is why when I see skinny werewolves, I get angry.
I think twink werewolves have a place in our society.
Yes, a starting point. Oh my god, Senri, you adopted kaijus? Can I kill them? I mean, that's neat.
Don't kill people's pets, that's mean.
Keep them on a leash. A big leash.
Also,
I'm taking a look at who we can raid already.
Yes, I mean, probably a good idea because
Bafo Mud is doing Silent Hill 2. Callus is Sea of Thieves. Can't raid that person because they're just slutting it up on VR chat. Torihiko's playing Fortnite. Mega the Deer is doing Fortnite.
I do wonder if/when Twitch is going to start cracking down a little bit more on essentially softcore porn on the platform. Because I understand, there's the just chatting category where, people will just sit there and chat with their fans and stuff, and nothing wrong with that. It's when it starts becoming a little more suggestive. I know we talk about very mature topics here.
Yeah.
But
I'm just frustrated because we're playing games and trying to be entertaining, and then you see people that are oh, look as they effortlessly get more people because their tits and thighs are hanging out.
See, and when
if we were streaming, right, and you had a PNG tuber, but I had the full-on Heroid on screen, and I was just mocapping everything and just hamming up all my body movements and flexing and pumping my muscles and stuff like that, we would get up to 70 or 80 people on stream just sitting there eye fucking me the entire time. But would we really be doing what we're normally used to doing in that case?
See, and with that, I would say no, because the whole reason that I want to be doing streams is because I like playing games. I like games being the focus. If people want to do whatever they do, there's other places for that. But I know that we talk about very mature topics on the stream sometimes because, hey, we're furries, we know what we're about. But that doesn't mean that I want that to be the thing that's happening for the chat, And it makes me wonder because I know that Twitch has cracked down on people going just a bit too far with shit like that.
I mean, there was the pool meta.
There was the bathtub meta for a while there. That's how the gamer girl bathwater became a meme. Ugh.
Yep. Gross.
But my whole thought on it has always been there's a place for performers like that. It's just not on Twitch.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows we all do things I can't go into detail because
I don't know. They've got the word for fapping on their goddamn Twitch advertisement.
Oh, do they? Huh.
Yes.
Maybe you can't say that on Twitch.
Yeah, they're literally, are you mocking or are you gooning? I don't understand how that's okay to write on Twitch, but okay.
I feel like if it's a ship post, I feel like in that case it's a context thing, but I know
it's not.
Yeah.
Not based on what they're doing because they're sauntering around half naked right now.
Yeah. Which,
So,
you know,
I'm sitting there being like, I remember when this person used to play games.
yeah, my whole opinion is there is a place for it. Probably not on Twitch. I know OnlyFans allows for streaming now, so
I just don't want it. Like, you know, it's shit, seeing shit like that makes me worry about, you know, there being one day where Twitch is like, all right, no more VTubers, no more furry VTubers and shit like that.
I don't think they'll ever go that far because
God, I hope not. We work so fucking hard.
Well, the reason I don't think it'll ever get to that point is because I've read over the Twitch TOS extensively.
I figured you would.
And what I notice about how they word is they don't want to alienate any specific audience. That's why, like, in terms of, like, they say fucking T-spin, they don't say that. Context matters for when big no-no words are said, which is why you may hear some black streamers saying the N-word affectionately with, you know, like A. And they don't get their channel taken down, but there are people who have used the very angry hard R and immediately gotten taken down because context matters. And that's one thing that I think sets Twitch apart from other platforms is they do focus on making sure that context is considered for everything. And this isn't me like sucking their because I mean they're owned by Amazon, and people I feel know my opinions on Amazon.
Wait, what? You have opinions on Amazon?
Oh my god,
Oh.
I'm not gonna go super into it because, like I said, Twitch is owned by Amazon, so.
I thought you liked Amazons.
Oh my god, I heard that plural.
Anyways, just end it there. Nice job on the B.
No,
Danny,
I want to go all the way.
No.
Not gonna take much longer, actually. Say.
Oh, thanks, Zips.
Thank you for the donation, dude. Tell you what, let me just.
Today I've learned that spaghetti and steel are very similar.
In what way?
Oh, thanks, right? I'm glad you do. The longer the steel / spaghetti, the less rigid and more flexible it is. The shorter the steel / spaghetti, the opposite.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why it's harder to snap spaghetti pieces that are very tiny.
That makes sense. Oh, really? That's how I get it. Okay, read that up again. That.
Also, fun fact, Stalker 2 came out, which is awesome. But it's apparently very, 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 very buggy.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
In the defense of the developers of the game, you know, their country is actively being attacked.
Oh, was it Ukrainian developers?
Yeah, Stalker's Ukraine, dude. Yeah.
Honestly, amazing if they would even make a game with their current conditions.
You know, shit, right?
But they found some way.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't want to say something dumb like it's a miracle or anything, but
No.
I ain't gonna give them any shit about the game.
say, I've actually kind of tried kicking myself in overdrive here to see if I can actually finish this a little bit faster than I normally do. Because we were bullshitting for a little bit there, and I was like, just kind of getting lost in the vibe.
Lost in the sauce.
Just a little.
Do you think eventually, like, the gene pool will get tired of what we got and just start recycling the setups for all the cool people?
I mean, just like, huh? You know, I don't know if I want to keep going with, you know, this specific.
Like, I'm tired of people.
Creation.
It's like, I'm tired of people looking like Rice Gum and Kai Cenat. I wonder what would happen if random 1950s style people started popping out of the ovaries all of a sudden.
It's all of a sudden, it's like, no, wait,
everyone just
start
starts looking like they did in the 50s again. Like, what the fuck?
The fucking, like, what's his name? Marlon Brando?
Yeah.
That's his name? Dude,
Yeah,
that
just
Dio's named
imagine
after.
just imagine, like, fucking some lady pops out a kid and it's just,
Hello there, mother. I have returned. I am back into the world yet again. It's time to create fantastic films.
and you know, if you were a mother and you just saw a fucking actual fetus talking like that, your first reaction would basically just be, "Ah!" You know, but followed like that, you'd probably be wondering why Marlon Brando just came talking out your snatch.
The sentences we come up with on stream. I just
Fear
heard a
not.
notification. Zippy, thank you for the gift sub.
Fear not, mother. I will not devastate your petunia any further. However, I would suggest investing in my blossoming acting career and perhaps be good to me as I grow up, as it might come back to you tenfold.
Devastate. God.
I apologize for potentially ruining you for other men.
How do you come up with these metaphors that you do?
So at the very start of the stream, I read across a list of 100 of the worst named pornos ever. I just want to let you know that those words have to fucking come from somewhere, Daniel Bandicoot.
Are you telling me you named all those pornos? Why did I do that? Okay, well that doesn't fix anything.
Do you want me to name pornos? I could.
No. Also, I just did a T-spin. Everyone praised me.
Fucking sticky fur, the bending of the bandicoot.
Oh god, this is...
Musky muscle furs 180 to the gym jock's lament.
Oh.
Spank it like it's spank it like it's jelly.
That it?
Fucking. By the way, I've recently a new feeling has occurred with me. Every time I see footage of someone telling you to shut up with their finger and then drawing a line down their jaw to you know, say they're mewing and won't talk to you, I just realized that actually paints a perfect crosshair for where my fucking fist should go.
What the fuck?
Because like they just made the vertical line with their index finger and then they drew a horizontal line with their other one, and where those 2 points intersect, that's where I punch them.
Are you okay? Do you need to talk about some stuff, dude?
Yeah, if anyone ever was like, don't talk to me, I'm mewling, I'd cave their fucking head in.
What is mewling? What
That's
is...
when you...
I've never heard
Mewling-
this term.
Okay, it's an actual thing. I've been doing it my whole life without knowing about it, but I will explain it for you. It is a technique to push... Okay, your tongue placement inside of your mouth is integral to the formation of your jaw.
Okay.
And the way that your jaw, your lower jaw, pushes out. So if you have a weak chin, if you do this technique, it will fix it and push your chin out. So what it is
Okay.
when you're not talking, where is your tongue in your mouth?
I mean, usually the tip of my tongue is like against like the roof of my mouth because my tongue is very long.
Okay. Did you notice that you have a good chin?
It's very prominent. I
Yes.
have noticed that my chin is.
That
it's-
is why.
I've actually
people
been
with
I've been slightly
people with a
self-conscious
weak-
about it my whole life.
No, you've got a very handsome chin. People
thank
with
you.
a weak chin, like whose chin kind of sucks in and they almost have that turtle thing, their tongue placement is in the bottom of their mouth.
Mitch McConnell got it.
Yes. If you suffer with that, you push the tongue against the roof of your mouth and then suck the air out of that space so that your tongue is fully flush to the roof of your mouth. And that will, over time, strengthen your chin and push your chin out and lightly realign your jaw. And that is what the fucking gooners and the zoomers call mewing. But obviously, if you have suction in your mouth, you can't talk. But instead of acting like a normal person and realizing that your fucking looks aren't more important than answering a goddamn math question, these riptards will fucking do this don't talk to me and then run their finger down their jawline, insinuating that them mewing is more important than answering a math question. And that is why I said it is the perfect cross line for me to roundhouse kick someone in the skull.
You know, I'm just gonna say I love how dicketry has evolved over the years in so many different ways.
It's great because there's so many amazing ways to be a douchebag now, and the result is usually the same, which is breaking their jaw. And I think that's a fantastic way that, like, you know, no matter how many ways you invent a new problem, the solution is usually still a rock. Fucking tell me I'm wrong.
I can't fully say you're wrong. I'm just saying I would never personally punch someone. That's because I'm afraid of confrontation.
That's also because I do it for you. There's a reason why I'm always standing behind you in all of these PNG tubers. It's not just because I'm larger, it's because I'm your stand.
Also, I describe this stage as the toothpaste stage.
This whole game just feels like I've been watching a fucking fever dream of, like, a graphic artist's attempt to get through college. And they just keep trying new shit to try and stop failing.
I think this game is just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, like, it's a graphic artist's first attempt to not fail art school, but they just put Tetris in front of it.
I love it.
You love this game.
Yes.
You would consider this game one of the all-time greats.
Actually, unironically, yes.
So you think this game is better than The World Ends With You?
No.
Then
I think
shut
it's one
the
of.
No. No, it's Tetris. It's just Tetris. You are viciously applauding a screensaver in front of one of the most basic forms of entertainment.
But it's fun. And
Okay.
it makes my good brain juices go all woo.
You do realize there are guys out there that are sexually excited by getting viciously pummeled in the testicles, right? Like, especially by women in high heels.
Yeah.
But some of us realize that guy's getting his nuts stepped on. This is a side quest. This is a side quest from Yakuza 0, by the way. This is actually a side quest from Yakuza 0.
I'm sorry, are you implying that this game is the equivalent of getting, like, kicked in the nuts?
No. This is one of those cases of you're defending something that I think is fundamentally bland. very much like someone would defend the fact that they can have hookers step on their balls. Which, by the way, is a side quest in Yakuza 0.
Okay,
Just
fine,
need to
we
let
can
you
play
guys know.
Yakuza 0 at some point.
Kazuma
God.
Kiryu at some point is like, hey, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he being a creep to this lady? And she's like, oh, I'm a sex worker, and this guy really wants me to be mean to him, but I don't have the heart. I don't know what to do. So you, Kiryu, a member of the Yakuza, tell this nice lady, all right, so you need to step on his balls. And that's basically how that fucking side quest goes.
That's great.
You have to tell a hooker
How to do her job.
You have to tell a BDSM hooker what to do to get a creepy old greasy man to get his jollies off. This is the same Kazuma Kiryu who can go do that and then a few hours later go race toy cars with a bunch of kids.
What the fuck is the Yakuza series?
It's fantastic. Also, Kazuma Kiryu never killed anyone.
Side quest is called How to Train Your Dominatrix. God damn it. Sega does what Nintendo don't. They really fucking do, don't they?
By the way, I think the side quest is literally called How to Train Your Dominatrix.
Yeah, that's what they were saying in chat.
Yes. But yeah. It's also kind of like, it's sad because they've been playing the Yakuza games chronologically, but they started in the 80s. And now Kiryu's like old. So they're kind of like, maybe we should pump the brakes and like retcon or like do a remake. Because the Yakuza series has done everything. And the one Yakuza game I really, really, really want to play on stream isn't on PC, and it breaks my fucking heart.
Which one is it?
It's the fucking Hokuto no Ken one, where you play Kazuma Kiryu, except he's actually Kenshiro.
That sounds amazing, actually.
It's just Kazuma Kiryu's voice actor doing Kenshiro. It is ear sex. But the funniest thing is, the most hilarious part, to me at least, is that one of the DLC costumes is just Kazuma Kiryu.
That's
so you can play Kazuma Kiryu in Fist of the North Star if you choose to. And since it's the guy just doing Kiryu's voice, it looks perfect. Yeah, Yakuza franchise as a whole is weirdly wholesome. Like, one of them is all about taking care of a baby. And like, you surrogate fathering for that baby. That's also the first game where they introduced seamless transitions in combat. So like, if a guy attacks you, you could physically grab him and bring him into a konbini and then beat the shit out of him with a takoyaki if you want to.
I
like, it's
love
just
that.
Yeah. Like, the meme of Kazuma Kiryu never killed anyone comes from the fact that you can do some disgusting shit with improv items in that game. Like, Kazuma Kiryu never killed anyone. He picks up a box of nails, pulls out fistful of nails, shoves fistful of nails into man's mouth, uppercuts man in head.
Never killed, but severely injured.
And then there's Goro Majima, who's just fucking crazy.
Also, by the way, all these songs are bops, y'all. The OST is on YouTube, and I listen to it very regularly. But yes, I appreciate everyone sticking around and chilling and vibing and just taking in one of my autistic hyperfixations. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. I was going to call it that if you didn't. I was literally going to say.
I know what I'm about.
Don't y'all worry. This is just Daniel Bandicoot hyperfixating. It's good. You let your autist out to have a walk every once in a while. It keeps him fresh.
Otherwise, the entire infrastructure of the American internet grid goes down because they get bored.
Actually true.
Be good to your autistic friends. They're the reason you have internet access. Be good to your autistic friends. They're the reason why we've got a national security grid.
What is this? What's this voice? Who is this?
Be good to your autistic friends. They're the reason why furries are allowed to exist. Make sure to be good to your autistic friends because the country with the most autistic people is the one that's in control at the moment. Make sure to feed your autistic friends because otherwise they get sent to fight in Russia and stop doing everything because they discover porn in 3 meals a day.
I'm sorry, what? No!
So,
Long piece! No! Shit!
oh my god, did I actually? Ah, I thought I cursed Andy.
God,
Oh,
okay,
no,
hold on.
no. You can't rewind time. This is Tetris. Settle down. You're fucked. Nope. No. Now I'm invested. Now it's a struggle. The second Dandy starts fighting for his life, that's when I become interested in a video game. Is he gonna X out? Oh, you bitch. You don't deserve to live.
Wow!
Fucking coward. Nice spin. I can't believe you're allowed to do this. Stop cheating.
Hey.
Hey, that looks fucking unfair. That's not even, you didn't even, what? Is that the board from last time?
Yes.
Oh, they don't start you with a fresh one every time.
No, they don't.
Sorry, I haven't been paying a fucking lick of attention to what you've been doing up until recently.
Fine.
Well, no, it's because I had to mute it.
Yeah.
All of the audio was actually okay, have you ever held 2 old-fashioned phones receiver
Yes.
to receiver to each other? That's what it sounded like on my end.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know why it's doing that, because Mario is fine. But for some reason, streaming the audio on this was like, we're gonna just brick your headset. So I was like, okay. And because of that, the levels have been kind of blending into each other. I've just been so lost in pieces go up, pieces go down. I haven't noticed that you've been progressing through stages. Like, to me, I think you're still on the same first stage. It's kind of been fucking with me a bit. But yeah, no, the war in countries that upset me. North Korean people were sent to Russia to try and help,
No!
which fuck those people. But also they kind of stopped because they discovered what being fed was like.
I fucked it. I'm done.
But his poor little cheeks just couldn't hold out. Oh, wow. Oof. Hey, yo. Hey, call me yo. You can't keep getting away with this, Daniel Bandicoot.
There it is.
Oh, finally.
That stream. I'm literally just like 2 stages away from the end. Not getting my high score, but meh.
But yeah, so they were like, yes, you are going to be 10,000 North Koreans that can die for us. And they were like, we're so hungry, like, to be able to fight for Mother Russia, you must have food. And then they were fed. And then they were like, oh, this is pretty good. I kind of like this. Hey, what's that you're looking at, Ivan? And the Russian guy was like, looking at pornography while drinking vodka. Only 2 things to do in Mother Russia. What's pornography? What do you mean, what is pornography? Like, what was that all about? You look at men stick penis in woman. Sometimes she shit on him. Can I take a look? Yeah, sure, why not? So, when do we leave? What do you mean? You've been conscripted to fight for Russia? No. I saw porn and ate. I don't want to do none of that shit no more. Put the gulag with you. Wait, what? I'm making it sound as funny as possible, but that's literally what's happening in Russia right now. The North Koreans are eating food and looking at pornography, and they're refusing to fight. So they're being sent to the gulag.
That's not okay. What the fuck is happening in the world, man? Also, I just want to say this is a wonderful topic for this song that's being so uplifting and cheerful and positive.
I mean, it is an uplift. Like, imagine you're a starving man and you've lost everything. And if you don't go off to fight for a country you don't care about, your family and future generations are fucked. And then you get to eat a bowl of borscht and give yourself a hand job to some chick's XXX titties. And you're like, well, fuck dying. I got a reason to live now.
Also, I think this is this is the last stage. This is how fucking close I was to getting a fucking perfect run. God damn it.
It is the satisfaction of the building that makes it a worthwhile experience, not the perfection of the run. Every mistake that you make makes something worth doing. That's why anytime you build up a model kit, it's not about making it perfect. It's about embellishing the mistakes that you make.
Don't you use my hyperfixation to fucking justify yours, Mr. Gunpla.
I'm sorry, Slug is the one that... First off, my thing with Gunpla is a way to bond with my terminally ill cousin.
I know, okay?
Slacker.
I'm joking.
Oh yeah, you're joking. Looks like you're just looks-maxing fucking gooner. Keep on muling, cringe. Level 8 Yacht Riz Skibbity Toilet only in Ohio. Ice Wolf lol looks-maxing. Cringe beta male.
How?
Get Sigma Skibbity owned. I hate the fact that I keep up with enough vernacular that I can say horrible word diarrhea like that.
I hate it too. I wish you would be I wish you would be normal and fade out and be like, oh, what's all this stuff, the cool slang the kids are talking these days, instead of actually knowing it. I wish you ugh.
One of the things that I wanted to make sure that I did when I was a kid was I never wanted to be like my parents. And that is one of those things that they did. It's like, oh, what is this stupid nonsense you're saying? Like, I've got my essential phrases that I'll never stop saying. Like, I will never stop saying dude. It's just a thing I always say. Dude is kind of timeless. Thank fuck. But, you know, I will always be tangentially aware of the things people are saying and their positions in culture and society. Do I have to respect them? Not particularly, but I'm aware of them. Besides, the awareness that I have for the stupid things being said is unironically what allows me to enjoy making fun of them.
Yeah, because you're you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, I didn't hear you. I was looks-maxing, and then that's when the guy gets bumped by a semi-automatic, not semi-automatic, a semi-truck and just gets peeled over, and the driver was like, sorry, I was gooning at the wheel, bro. Are you okay? And the poor fucking idiot sitting there trying to fucking realize why he was looks-maxing while walking across the street as he's in recovery having his head reconstructed for the 4th time.
The stories you tell are so colorful. Look at how awful that is. Look at how I placed that that is... It is definitely... yeah, no, I'm glad this is the last stage.
I could have sworn that... It's not Tetris, I guess, but what's the one where, the lines drop down? What's the game where there's gravity? Is that Puyo Pop, or is that something else?
There's Puyo Pop, and then,
that line that shouldn't have a big gap in it, because one of the games that I play... Okay, Puyo Pop's the one affected by gravity, right. There's a game in VR chat that
Here we
is
go.
really obnoxious, but I have so many fun memes that I made with Brenwyn playing it, called Suika Melon.
Oh, I
where,
love
like,
Suika game.
Yeah, it's like melon and chill. And like, we somehow have assigned personalities to the various pieces of fruit that you are trying to mush together. Like the pedo peach, because it just has the pedo bear smile.
God, you did not have to
You
remind
want to
me of
remember, we all just remembered that piece of media.
That's a piece of media that I wish would stay lost.
It kind of fucking is pretty obscure now. Unless you're like in those circles of South Korean entertainment. 'Cause I think it came from South Korea, didn't it?
Did it? I have no idea. I just know it from 4chan.
What's 4chan doing nowadays, anyways?
It's a good question. I don't know. They're still being like.
By the way,
edgelords,
you
but,
guys
like,
are. By the way, you guys are getting to experience normal Dandy and Ice conversation now, because it's 3:30. We've been doing this for 3.5 hours. I punched out at 3. I'm off the clock. This is the normal banter Dandy and I have back and forth. You're not getting scripted diarrhea coming out of my mouth. I'm officially just being me. All the horrible shit you're hearing me say right now is stuff I would normally say, for better or for worse. I can't believe you're letting a bunch of fucking squares not affected by gravity kick the shit out of you, Daniel.
Oh,
Bandicoot.
I know. I've done something. What the fuck? I was 7 away. I was 7 away. I was 7 away. Okay, that's it. I'm locking in this time. I usually am not this bad at this game.
Professional Twitch streamer Daniel Bandicoot getting ready to sweat over Tetris. Sorry, Dandy, I wasn't able to pay attention to you. I was looks maxing. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I am just focusing right now because I am actually.
I'm gonna have to golf this.
Say
Hey, Daniel Bandicoot trying to work that Tetris piece in like he tries to work himself into every conversation he gets into.
Excuse you, what? What do you mean? I don't do that.
Dandy's trying to slide that line piece into that spare column like he slides into my DMs in the morning.
You are making a lot of implications right now that's making it really hard to focus, my dude.
Well, I better be making it hard for you to focus rather than making you hard in general.
Not on Twitch.
What are you talking about? You're my personal footrest.
No, that chat, don't listen to him. He is just saying shit. These allegations.
Unfortunately, Daniel Bandicoot was not able to dodge the allegations. Daniel Bandicoot was put into a combo and then thrown down the stairs because he was unable to dodge the allegations. You know what would be one thing in real life that I could grab from a video game to make just being a human being that's alive way more enjoyable?
What?
Iframes.
Dude, I would love iframes.
Do you imagine going to war and like just you get the one guy who's like a tournament fighter in like fucking Dragon Ball Fighter Z and you just give him a Glock and nothing else and you send him behind enemy lines and like guys are just unloading on him and you just see the bullets doing nothing and just after images of him keep showing up. You just see the guys lower their guns and they're like, oh, come on, dude, really?
Like that's not very cool, man.
It's like you just imagine a heated war zone where people are actually fighting and dying and then they just have to encounter the one guy who's, you know, like Daigo Imahara or something like that who could just do the perfect Chun-Li counter parry like it's nothing. And they're sitting there like trying to take him down with everything they got and he's just able to simply plink them off by headshots one by one by one. but they can't do anything to him because he could just iframe through the bullets. I'm entertaining myself. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, you're just entertaining in general.
Line piece. Line piece. Thou art a cruel and angry god! Line piece!
The line piece is real.
Please tell me you know what I was just referencing.
It's been a long time since I have seen it, but I do know what you're referencing.
It was college humor. Tetris is the god of Tetris. Reverse L block. Very clever, my lord, but I think the mortal can handle it. Square.
No.
Squiggly. There is no. I think it's like reverse L block. The field has red to sun. He has left a beautiful place for the almighty Tetris. One single line piece in his glory shall be seen. T block. Yes, it's coming closer. Square. There is no place for a square. It's so fucking good. All of you people should YouTube search the god of Tetris if you want to understand what the fuck I'm babbling about. Peace. Line piece. Line piece.
Hey, Ice. I did it. We are free.
Those are dolphins.
They are dolphins.
Wow.
And now it's gonna keep going until I completely fail, but it's gonna make it harder each time.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of like fucking any conversation with me. You get into it, and then you get harder every time. Your smiling is the problem. Like, your smile is the... Because you heard that and you were just like, gosh, dang it. Why are there, like, fish sluts?
Mermaids? They're called mermaids, Ice?
Oh, I thought they were just fish sluts.
That's just how Tetris Effect is, my dude. And they're just very
You wonder
pretty
if you go
imagery.
down on them if it tastes like a tuna sandwich. Oh, I killed him. They've devolved into the poor pussy. I mean, isn't that literally what our streams are? Is just us shooting the shit? We got that old-fashioned Game Grumps energy. God damn it. That's why people call us the furry Game Grumps.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Like,
all right.
Look at all the pretty stuff.
Except unlike John and Aaron, anytime Dandy and I flirt, we're not joking. Because you know there was that there was that weird gay tension between Aaron and Dan and Aaron and John where they would like randomly flirt with each other because, you know, haha, straight guys flirt.
There were a lot of animations about that, and I think that's why they stopped that at a certain point. Some people got weird about it.
Well, the good news is we don't have any fan animations yet. The scary part is that I put a yet in there.
Yeah.
Well, the idea is for this place to be a fucking casual hangout. We don't want it to be gross. Like, I don't need to have 1,000 people sitting in here hanging on my every dumb action like Kai Cenat while I sit there and try and trick you into drinking an energy drink that's more sugar than liquid.
Don't get me started on like the quote mainstream streamer culture, which I hate that that's a thing. That streamers hit mainstream. Like, cool to the people that are awesome and got success. Like, there's several streamers I watch on the regular, I'm like, I love y'all. They're great. But, oh, God. I'm too tired to be able to properly... That's how long we've been... I now understand why we wanted to stop sooner. Jesus Christ, what have I done? Who instead of would you like to raid?
Not the person that is gooning in their stat check. You know what? Fucking send him over to Mega the Deer. He's only got 5 people there. He's just chill time, boys. He's doing Fortnite.
Mega
the Deer, capital M, capital T, capital D. Yeah.
All right.
Friend of mine.
Sweet. Oh wait, hold on. No, there's something very important before.
Oh no.
We did get fan art.
Oh no. I mean, oh yeah, awesome.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, hey, we hit our goal. Hey, we hit our sub goal of our follower goal of 620.
Holy shit.
On the way to 700, baby.
I love how you are singing this over some of the most beautiful, like, soundtrack
I can't
ever.
hear it because it sounds like the fucking first track of a PlayStation 1 game in CD player mode.
I tried resharing it and did that not work?
No, Dandy, it didn't. It made it worse. That's why I was quiet for a minute while I struggled to mute the fucking thing.
I'm so sorry.
Why else do you think I've been so talkative? I'm trying not to go insane while I'm watching you mash blocks together like a confused toddler left in the backseat of a hot Honda Civic.
Hey guys, what should I do? Apparently I should heal.
Oh, wow. Oh my god, you were just eviscerated live on stream. Wow.
People were telling me to heal, but keep in mind, I beat it first try. So who's the real winner here, chat? And also,
I mean,
real life
probably...
picture of my chin.
Oh, who drew that?
Oh, both of those were from Mizu. Mizu,
right?
And then between streams, Gregor drew a little something for us, which let me double check, make sure that this is something I can share on Twitch.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
Yeah, that should be fine to share on Twitch.
All right. Honestly, Dandy with the fucking I
hear a chest and it's not ice. God damn it, Tetris! Don't pull my control back into. There you go. From our Alien Fireteam Elite stream that we did last week. Yeah.
That is an accurate depiction of the usual struggle of being around me.
Bounce.
To be honest, and Dandy has bore witness to it, there have been numerous occasions where I have sat there and I've been like, who's talking to me? And they're like, under your chest, Ice. And it's like, oh.
Hi,
sorry.
I'm down here. All right. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight and for sticking around for the extra long stream. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Because we streamed for an extra long time. Extra, the Fresh Makers.
All right, raid is up for Mega the Deer. So go ahead and send him our love and thank y'all for being awesome.
As usual, don't forget, drive safely.